Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. As we speak right now, drama ensued at the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja. A lot of heated exchange between the prosecution and the defense team over Nnamdi kanu. We're going to get to see the full details. I must give it to Nnamdi kanu. In this on all of this trial, he has been quite bold. But something unique happened today in court. The proceedings, which began with Kanu's arrival at the court under tight security, saw the prosecution led by senior advocate of Nigeria, that's Adegboyega Awomolo, calling its second witness to testify. And the witness claimed that Kanu incited violence and established the Eastern Security Network, ESN, allegedly as an armed wing of IPOB. Now, however, under cross-examination, the witness admitted ignorance of several key facts, including that a previous court ruling had already struck out some of the charges against Kanu. Nnamdi kanu, of course. The defense lawyers pressed the witness on whether he was aware that the allegations of terrorism and incitement to damage public property has been dismissed, a claim he denied knowledge of. Now, the defense team, led by a renowned lawyer and former Attorney General of the Federation, that's Kanu Agabi, senior advocate of Nigeria, objected to the prosecution's attempt to tender new documents in court, citing a lack of prior service. Justice Omotosho firmly reminded the prosecution that all evidence and documents must be duly served to the defense before they can be admitted. He emphasized the importance of fair hearing and due process. At one point, a letter allegedly from a former Attorney General of the Federation became a point of contention. The defense maintained that they had never received the document, and even Justice Omotosho confirmed he had not seen it. Following this, the prosecution formally withdrew the letter from the court's record. Kanu's legal team, comprising over a dozen lawyers, including Aloy Ejimako, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and MNK Itiaba, is the senior advocate of Nigeria, further insisted on viewing all materials presented by the prosecution, despite the prosecution's claim that they were prepared to serve the document. The defense argued that the late submission was prejudicial to their case. As proceedings became increasingly contentious, the prosecution requested an adjournment to allow for proper service of documents, a motion the court granted. Now, Justice Omotosho adjourned the trial till Tuesday, the 7th, 2025, specifically for the continuation and examination of the prosecution's witness. The court also noted that an application regarding the release of Nnamdi kanu's personal belongings is expected to be submitted. I tell that again. Justice Omotosho adjourned the trial to Tuesday, May 7, 2025, specifically for the continuation and examination of the prosecution's witness. The court also noted that an application regarding the release of Nnamdi kanu's personal belongings is expected to be submitted. So all this while, Nnamdi kanu's personal belongings has not even been released to him. A lot of drama took place. For a while, when this whole thing started, when Justice Binta Nyako was actually in charge of this case, I could still remember very vividly that Nnamdi kanu was literally screaming and shouting that he wanted fair hearing. A lot of things were going on, this kind of thing that just took place some few minutes ago in court, where they would just bring a file and the defense team will be wondering, we have not seen it. We served it, maybe you didn't read it and all that, dragging the case. But when Justice Omotosho came and said, look, relax, we're going to run through this, and when we're going to run through this, want this thing to be done once and for all, and let's get to the end of this. you get justice. And he said, what do you want? You want justice? He said, yes. He said, okay, we're going to get justice on this. I'm going to run through it. And that's why Justice Omotosho said, what is this one? I'm not aware of this. Why are you bringing this? Don't be conjoining something. We want fair hearing, and we're going to give fair hearing. In all sincerity, I pray that Nnamdi Kanu gets fair hearing. And don't also forget that some of these cross-examinations that we're talking about, that like the one that happened a few hours ago, I think 2 days ago actually, that's on Friday, thereabout, yes, where Nnamdi Kanu's, the witness from the federal government, came masked. I think it was a DSS agent, according to him, for security sake, he said to go masked. When they put him on cross-examination by Nnamdi Kanu's defense lawyer, a lot of questions he couldn't answer. Like when you say you caught Nnamdi, check our playlist, get to see some of the questions they asked him. Say yes, that when they busted into Nnamdi Kanu's hotel, they saw mic, they saw broadcasting equipment in his hotel and all that. They also saw a woman. They were very emphatic on that woman. But during the cross-examination, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer asked the question, did you see anything incriminating? Did you see anything that is damaging? Did you see anything that shows that it's a terror and all that? They said no. They only saw Mike, and though it's Mike, but that too can be used to incite. Did you see? He said, but he uses the mic to incite people to commit crime. He said that the places where said that he has an IPOB member, they asked him, have you ever seen an IPOB member before? He said no. He said, but the IPOB members are actually located in southeast and some parts in south. He said, have you seen one before? He said no. He said, are there people who are standing in trial with Nnamdi Kanu? He said no. He said, then why then did you say? He said actually that he read on social media that there is one Simon Ekpa that is also. So is Simon Ekpa standing trial with him? He said no. He has said there have been a lot of, sorry to say this, but a lot of hearsay. You don't even have evidences. And the evidence you're tendering is that the evidence of him having a megaphone, or whatever it is for used to make broadcast. You did not see anything. And they asked him a very simple question. There have been a lot of, issues of insecurity going on in Benue, Borno, Plateau, Zamfara. Is it also Nnamdi Kanu that is inciting it? Or is it a case of people declaring for their state, individual state, that is causing, or agitating for their individual state that is causing this insecurity? The man in question, the eyewitness for the federal government during a cross-examination, said no. So you now see that the way Nnamdi Kanu's legal team are marshalling out their cross-examination, the way this thing is going, this federal government may likely not have any evidence against Nnamdi Kanu the way he's going right now. I can tell you almost for free. Don't forget that even before this cross-examination, before this particular trial began, the past judgment from both Abia State and some other states that they've been dragging this Nnamdi Kanu's case to till now, he has been winning them. They seem not to, he has actually been winning them. In fact, before the former president Buhari left, he was actually owing Nnamdi Kanu. The federal government during his tenure was owing Nnamdi Kanu 1 billion naira, a case he won by Jimako. So we'll keep you posted as more information comes out. Keep it there with us on May 7th as more information.